What's going on YouTube? It's your girl Amber Marie here, and you are watching Amber in the A's reviews you can use. All right, so if you are looking through my channel, you probably saw that in a previous video, I was about 6 months pregnant reviewing a stroller system, a travel system. So at this point, you are now seeing me 1 month approximately postpartum. I have had my little angel and I'm just so excited. But with that comes a whole lot of new baby gear and things that we had to buy and we've tried out at this point. So I want to share my real honest opinions with you guys about all of this baby stuff, because people are always asking me, oh, well, what do you use? What do you use? You've had children before, you've, gone through the baby phase before. What really works? And to be quite honest with you, after what used to be our youngest daughter, now we have 3 girls, but with our youngest one at the time, I thought I knew everything. And 5 years later, the game has changed for real, for baby gear and all things mommy and baby or daddy and baby. All right, so but today we are going to be talking about breast pumps, okay? Here on the table, I actually have 2 really neat breast pumps. One of them, the Spectra Gold, I actually purchased myself, and the Motif Luna I actually got through my insurance. And because of the pandemic and shipping and all that other kind of stuff, I went ahead and bought the Spectra Gold from Target at the time of this video, and when I actually purchased it, it runs about $325. So if you are, really trying to be budget conscious, which I suggest you should be, especially right now, I would look at doing like an afterpay or something of that nature, so that you're not coming out of all your coins all at the same time, especially when there's so much stuff that you need to buy for your little one. All right, so let's be conscious of that. The Motif Luna was one of the choices through my insurance that they provided for free. So there was $0 spent, all right, on this breast pump. So I just wanted to have them here so you can see a side-by-side comparison of what can give you the most bang for your buck. All right, I know it sounds cliche, but we're gonna go with it. All right, we're gonna go with the flow because that's what I do. Okay, so let's start with the similarities between the two, Spectra Gold and the Motif Luna. First and foremost, you're gonna look at the actual breast pump itself, okay? I will tell you right now, just from picking this up, Spectra Gold is heavy, okay? I'm gonna take these tubes out just for a second. This system is something that I would say, if it's gonna be, in a particular room, I would leave it in that room, all right? It is not the lightest thing out there. Motif Luna is significantly lighter than the Spectra Gold. And you can look online. Like I said, I found this one at Target. I got this one from my insurance, but I'm sure other retail stores sell this one as well. They both have a handle on them at the top so you can carry them, but Motif Luna is significantly lighter. I would not say that the heaviness or lightness of either one is going to let you know right off the bat, which motor is better, which one is stronger. And we'll get into that in a second, but that's first off. Let's get into the similarities though, before we go any further. So each set comes with their own stuff. But similarities, they both come with a 24 millimeter. This is the breast cover right here. And they also come with 28 millimeter. Now, I will say I've had more time with Spectra Gold. So Spectra Gold, I'm actually using the 24 millimeter nipple shields. That's what these are. Breast cover, nipple shield, whatever you want to call them. For Motif Luna, they come with the same. They come with the 28 millimeter and they come with the 24. Difference with those, even though they have 2 sets, both the 28 and the 24 millimeter, the Motif Luna, I noticed, even though it gives you instructions on how to measure yourself, they actually felt really small compared to the 24 millimeter here. And if you notice, there's a bit of a difference with the Motif Luna nipple shield here. It actually curves more, so it more so fits to your breast than the Spectra. The Spectra is more like a cone shape, more like a cone shape. This one has more of a curve. Okay, and I'll just, for those who need to see a little better. Okay, so that's a difference. Even though they have two sets, the Luna Motifs nipple shields are curved, which made me have to go a size up in the nipple shield. So on the Motif Luna, I used a 28 millimeter nipple shield, and on the Spectra Gold, I used a 24 millimeter. Okay, so next similarity. So you have the breast pump itself, you have the nipple shields. For the nipple shields, they do only give you one set of diaphragm, and then diaphragm top and diaphragm bottom. So you just switch them out. Because this is in use, I don't have like all the double pieces. And then also for the valve, these come off, so easy cleaning. But for the valves, you only get two of them, so you will have to switch in between the two nipple shields. Okay, so there's the motor, the breast pump itself. There are the nipple shields. It comes with two sets of milk collection kits. So milk collection kits consist of the bottles themselves, the bottle nipples, the casing, the cover, and then each of them actually have two bottle covers. I have the Motif Luna right here just because this is the newest one that came in. And so this is when you don't want to expose, the milk. You have this on here, and this goes over. That way you're not getting oxygen or anything spilling or anything like that. Okay, so that's what that's for. It conveniently fits inside the nipple top right there, but that's great for storage, especially if you're in the car traveling. You don't want any milk spilling or anything like that, because I have had that happen before. So I suggest putting that in there. You just cover that and keep it concealed in your diaper bag or your breast pump bag. So continuing on with similarities here, tube parts, each of them come with two sets of tubes. The difference with the tubes for Spectra Gold, it actually does have one extra piece, which is this little nozzle right here. And I'll show you where that goes in a second. And then these do not have the extra piece. So technically, when it comes to the kit itself, this one has two extra pieces that you will need to keep up with. So, take it or leave it. If that's not something that you'll be worrying about, no problem. If you're worrying about, oh, I don't want a whole bunch of pieces I have to keep up with and clean, then, you might want to look at the Motif Luna. All right, so very last thing for similarities outside of the motor, the nipple shields, the bottles, the tubes, you have your cords. So once again, not really comparing weight here, but they both handle the same amount of voltage. This one actually has a lock system on it, a lock and unlock system, and it's just so that you can replace if needed. Okay. Now, why you would need to, not entirely sure, but that's just something that they put on there, I guess. So, all right, on to differences. So I already talked about the weight of these two motors, okay? I will tell you, just because Spectra Gold is heavier compared to the Motif Luna, this Motif Luna packs a punch when it comes to suction. Anybody that is a mama that is pumping breast milk, that's trying to nurse, you're going to want to understand and get comfortable with the suction level of your breast pump. I had no idea this little baby was going to pack such a punch, and I had to, it actually came on like level 3 or 4 or something when I first turned it on. I had never set anything on this bad boy, but it was trying to suck the life out of me. All right, Amber wasn't ready, and I had to wind that thing on down. Okay, but as I said, I had Spectra Gold first, so I was used to a certain level of suction. I think that they both have a pretty good variation when it comes to suction levels. This one has several levels. I've only made it to level 3. All right, I'm not sure who is out there that may need a level higher than that. But God bless you, because it's real out here. And on both of these, you have your modes. Motif Luna has the expression mode and the massage mode. I'll say for me, I definitely had to use a massage mode because the suction level was so strong. I had to keep this on level 1 and use the massage mode. I don't even get to expression mode right now. I may need to a little bit later when my little one is, a little bigger and has more power to suck. So we'll see how that goes. I actually keep this one down in the living room area of our house. I keep this one upstairs. This one is stationary. This one moves with me a lot more. And that way I'm not going up and down. If anyone was wondering, like, well, why do you have 2? That's why. Amber doesn't want to go up and down 3 levels to get to where she needs to get to, because when baby is hungry, baby's hungry. And I don't have time for my poor little one to scream and cry too much. We're in between exclusively nursing and pumping, so that's why time is of the essence. As I was saying, in terms of differences, this one goes from massage mode to expression mode. I stay on the lower settings, like I said. This one has several cycles. The unit weight is actually 2 pounds, and I have the box here only because it was the newest pump that came into the house, so I can see that. This has a 2-year limited warranty on it, and you can adjust these cycles and the levels here. Cycling is like almost like the suction pattern to me. That's what the cycling feels like. I can tell the difference when I go up or down, and it just feels like how many cycles before it's like expressing my milk, if that makes sense. The levels are here. As I said, I've only gone to level 1. I have not beat Bowser in that area, so that's where we're going to stay at. And then there's also a really neat LED light that you can use when you are pumping at night. You may not want to use a lamp. You definitely don't want to light up the whole room, especially if baby is sleeping. If you guys are sharing a room, you don't want to wake baby up. This set right here came with all of this, and then it actually came with the contoured disposable nursing pads. So it actually came in a pack of 60, which was really great. I actually got quite a few nursing pads during my baby shower. And then also it has milk storage bags. So this was a really great set to get from my insurance. I suggest checking with your insurance. And because this one has a 40 count, and because of shipping delays, when you know that you're pregnant, you get past that first trimester, I would definitely, close to the end of the second trimester, if you don't do it at the beginning, definitely do it at the end, just so that your doctor can write up that script for them to process it through your insurance. For Spectra Gold, outside of this right here, as I said, I'm only missing some of the diaphragm pieces and things because I had it upstairs. This one has a really comfortable set of levels. And the main difference here, and I'll scoot this stuff forward. The main difference here is that the Motif Luna operates both sides in terms of settings. So whatever mode, cycle, level I select on here, it's gonna go for both sides. You can not do dual pumping if you place this little cover over the nozzle here. So when you take this off, it's a really small gray nozzle where you actually have both openings open. You can operate it that way. If you cover one, of course, you're only going to be going on one side. So that's the Motif Luna. In that scent, Spectra Gold is different, where you can actually have your settings separate for either breast, okay? So on the left, I have a certain amount of settings. I only need to go to level 2 and it does just fine. There's a cycle setting here, whether it's massage or not. And there's a cycle setting, there's massage or not. So massage or expression is on here. It also has a night light for pumping at night, and then you can choose the left or the right, and you can select the level of each one. It will actually remember the last setting that you had, which I really like, because sometimes it's late, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, I don't want to go through all that mess. But this actually remembers it, and when I press left or right, whatever settings I had stays there. And we'll also tell you the time here, which vacuum and what vacuum is on. The night light actually comes through the back on this one, so that's where you're going to see that at. And then the valves, the tubes connect right here, and the charger goes in the back. On this one, I just like it because it was relatively quiet. Sometimes people are concerned about that too. It's relatively quiet. Both of these are relatively quiet. And when I say relatively quiet, it is not something that's going to wake up my baby, okay? It's also not going to wake up my husband. So either one of these, both baby and husband approved. So it's mommy approved. I'm trying to think, did I forget anything on Spectra Gold? I don't think so. So I'm going to leave that there. We'll get into assembly in just a moment. For the Motif Luna, outside of it only operating for both when you choose your settings, I will say that both of these actually will shut off at 30 minutes. So 30 minutes maximum on this, it will shut itself off. You will have to turn them both back on. This one is great for turning back on and remembering the settings. This one I think will start at the last set of settings you had as well, but at least you don't have to do like, this one you don't have to do like either or. This one you'll have to decide, okay, do I need to pump more on one breast versus the other? Outside of that, like I said, this one insurance, this one not. Let's get into assembly. So I already have these pieces together, but just to show you how it comes, everything in the box was sealed in a bag. So you'll get the pieces like that. And I already showed you the bottle has a cap in it. So of course you'll take this off. You'll attach it down here. Screw this in like so. The great thing about the milk collection kits that come with the breast pump, you don't have to worry about fitting. When you're trying to pump milk into a bottle, like your own bottle that you choose, it can get a little interesting. And so I'll get into that in a second. So right here, you've got the diaphragm top and bottom, you've got the nipple shield, you've got the bottle, you've got the valve on the inside. You're actually going to get this tube on the Motif Luna, and you're going to slide it gently on. I'll say it's a little difficult because it's just a tube. So you're going to slide it on gently, but it does stay on really well. As I'm knocking everything off. So you're going to get that tube, you're going to plug it in there, and then you're going to take the back of your nipple shield and your diaphragm top. You're going to slide the tube on this side. All right. And there's the top part of that. And this one actually plugs in on the side. I don't really mind whether or not it plugs on the side or in the back. I guess it, you know, if that's your cup of tea, it's great. But there you have it. It's all the way on, ready to go, and you know, you're good. I will say I like the fact that this one is lighter. As I said, I travel with it. We are doing travel sports right now, so this is great for being on the road. It will fit into your breast pump bag or your diaper bag, and it should not take up so much room. As you can see though, you know, this might be a little bit harder to throw inside a diaper bag. That's why this one is the stationary one. All right, so assembly for the Spectra Gold. As I said, the difference here, the tube actually has one extra piece. It is a plastic nozzle that should be fitting snugly onto the tube. Lift this up. You open this rubber piece right here. So at least this is covered. I think this is great, you know, just in case there's any liquid or anything that spills. You just never know. And you actually put the nozzle in here like so. This one is a little tricky in that I can't ever really tell if it's in there all the way, but I just kind of give it a shake. It has a rubber piece in here that kind of catches the nozzle, so it feels a little weird. And we're going to take the tube once again, put it on the diaphragm back, slide it on here. Okay, and for this one I'll show you both. Take the bottle top off, twist this on here. They both fit really nice and tight on the nipple shield, so I like that. And then in this one, this plugs in to the back just like that. All right, let's talk versatility with bottles. Okay, both the Motif Luna and the Spectra Gold breast pumps, they have what we call a wide neck bottle for their milk collection kits, which is cool. I actually have the Nano Baby set for my little one. I just thought these bottles were super cute, but we'll go into a review about these in another video, all right? I just want to show you how they work with the breast pump. So you're going to take the bottle top off. This one has I'll call it a wide neck. It has a wide neck opening. These are the 5-ounce bottles on Nano Baby, and you just slide them on there. So it does not take any extra pieces for this to work here. I will tell you though, if you do not screw this on tight enough, this can slide. I did drop a bottle of breast milk and I was not a happy camper. So just make sure you screw this on tightly because it will slide off. It doesn't take a lot for this to unscrew. All right, so just be careful. For the curved, I'm gonna call these like the newborn ones, but these are also 5-ounce bottles. This is for the curved Nano Baby bottle, and I'll give you guys a proper name in a different video. But this one I actually had to get some converter pieces. So this one, even though it has a wide mouth, it does not screw on here the same. Of course, there's only, you know, half an inch, less than an inch on here. And so I have to use these converter pieces, slide it on there. One of the pieces actually came from Nano Baby, but it was a narrow bottle or narrow nipple shield opening. So I actually had to put 2 pieces together just to get it to function with this breast pump. And you put it together like that, and then there you go. Sure, it's an extra 2 pieces, but I got the bottles that I wanted. and I got the breast pump that I needed. And so it was like, okay, you just do what you have to do. I just found out that they work with the Motif Luna. So when I'm making more, you know, and knock on wood, I'll be making more milk as I'm more consistent. They actually work the same with the Motif Luna breast pump on here, and just super, you know, super easy to screw on. And that's what that looks like. If you have a hands-free nursing bra, these are great. The nipple shields fit right in. You don't have to hold anything. Your arms don't hurt. It's really nice. So these, you know, this is my honest review on both of these really neat breast pumps. I will say, I believe price wise, I know that the Spectra Gold costs more. This one for me was free because it came through my insurance, so I can't even give you a price on that right now. And prices fluctuate, so just be mindful when you're watching this video. This is, you know, January 2022. So if there's a sale, have at it. If you're like, oh, this is not in my budget, like I said, you can either put it on your baby shower registry, or you can use some of the apps. Like I actually used the Afterpay app to get the Spectra Gold. And neither one of these are, you know, this is not a sponsor ad or anything. This is just my honest review about this stuff. So I want you guys to know, you know, both of these, this one actually has the more powerful suction. Spectra Gold, I feel like the motor is great, but I've only been using these for like less than a month. So, but I use them every day, multiple times a day, different times a day, and with different bottles. So other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you guys have any questions, post them down in the comments below. If you liked my review and felt like it was great information for you, hit that like button, follow your girl, subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you all again soon with reviews you can use. Check you later. And cut. Hopefully I didn't forget anything.